What's going on, guys? We're making to another video, and today is a brand new sort of series of ranking videos. Now, a lot of YouTubers that I follow that I really like and respect have done these, and I decided, hey, let's give it a shot, and that is ranking every movie that I saw, every new release I saw each month. So today, we're ranking all the movies that I saw in January. So I didn't see that many. I only saw 6. We're gonna go over them. Basically, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna tell you the movie, I'm gonna tell you what I rated it, and I'll just tell you very shortly why I liked it. They're not gonna be very long. This is not gonna be an extremely long video. It's gonna be not short, but it's not gonna be a long one. I'm not gonna give you full-out reviews for all of these films. But yeah, I've got 6 of them. I will rank them from worst to best. We'll start with the worst, go to the best, and we'll get into it. But first, if you are new, thank you so much for taking the time to like, comment, subscribe. If you are a new viewer, thank you for taking the time to even click on the video and checking it out. If you are a returner, thank you for keeping the momentum going and checking them out. Make sure you go check out my last video, which is a review of Birds of Prey. I very much enjoyed it. Go check out how much I enjoyed it in the review. It went up on Wednesday. But I think without further ado, let's just get into number 6. And coming in at number 6 is What Did Jack Do? Now, yes, it has my name. Yes, I think it's cool. But besides that, that's kind of it. It's interesting. It's a film directed by David Lynch. It's a short film. It just came out on Netflix. It's from 2017, but it came out on Netflix, so I count it because it hadn't been released anywhere. So this is very interesting. It's David Lynch in black and white, interrogating a monkey that is accused of murder, and the monkey talks, and it was funny enough. It seemed a little off the rails, kind of off the hinge. A lot of the dialogue didn't make a lot of sense. So it was okay. Didn't love it, didn't hate it. I'm never gonna watch it again. I gave it a 78, and it comes in at number 6 on my list. And coming in at number 5, let me make sure I get this right. I'm going back and forth between different tabs on my Letterboxd. Make sure you go follow me on Letterboxd. The next one we are going to talk about is the documentary about Taylor Swift titled Miss Americana. So I said it in my review, I have lots of respect for celebrities that really open themselves up to the world, show their private life, show the parts of life that you don't usually see. And Taylor Swift being such a polarizing character, being such a polarizing celebrity, it took a lot to open up and talk about all of the controversy and issues and showing her inside life. It took a lot. And they did not hold back. It was everything, no holds barred. It talked about the court case that she was involved in. It talked about the break she took. It talked about mental health and mental issues she had. Like, she went all in, she went deep, and I have the utmost respect for that. Overall, it's a very well-produced documentary. It really is. You really see inside the mind of Taylor Swift. You see the type of person that she is. You see how she formulates songs. You see how she made her new album. Like, all of that combined was very interesting, and it was done very well. And again, so much respect for Taylor Swift for doing that, because it's very hard to open yourself up to scrutiny and open yourself up to being criticized for doing that. But I have the utmost respect for it. I gave it a 6. A very well done documentary. It comes at number 5 on my list. And coming in at number 4 is Bad Boys for Life. Now that is very surprising because of how much I loved this film. This film was one of the most fun times I've had at the movies in a long time. The action was so fun, so calculated. Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, their chemistry is amazing. I loved it. I'm not going to get too much into it though, because I did a review on my channel a few weeks back, so go watch the review. but I really enjoyed this one. This one was a fun ride. It was deep when it had to be. It had great emotion. It was written very well. They had twists that I wasn't expecting that sometimes would come off as tacky, but since it's in the Bad Boys universe, it works. I like it. I like it overall. I gave it an 88. Not too shabby for a Bad Boys movie. It really hit for me. And it comes at number 4 on my list. Coming in at number 3 is Goldman v. Silverman. Now, if people don't know what this is a short film released by the Safdie brothers, the directors of Uncut Gems. It stars one of the Safdie brothers and Adam Sandler. They filmed this at the same time as they were filming Uncut Gems, and it's very interesting because there's really no dialogue at all. It's a very, very, very short film, but you are still locked in at seeing what's happening, and you see these guys making fun of each other, saying that they're better than one another, but in the end, the message in the end is they're broken. Like you're still broken down inside. Like what you say, what you feel, it doesn't matter if inside you are a broken person or you have something going on. That's what happens in this film. These two men are broken. They are broken down. They are sad. They are down on their luck. And that makes them mean people, and they act mean towards the others. But if you really look behind someone's story, you may realize that their life is not as easy as you think it is. And that, I think, is the biggest lesson in the story is don't judge. It's basically don't judge a book by its cover, because inside there could be a broken person, someone that's going through a lot, someone that has had some bad life experiences. And if you're just making fun of them or making their life worse, it's bad. It's not great. So I really dug it. Maybe that's not the story. Maybe they just made this thing for fun, but that's how I saw it. I gave it a 90 for a short film with very little dialogue. It really hit hard, and it really did what I thought it was supposed to do. It comes in number 3 on my list. Coming in at number 3. I said that was 3. That's actually 4. Coming in number 3 is Troop Zero. This is a film on, I believe, Amazon Prime. And it is by far, so far this year is the peanut butter falcon of this year. It is the sweetest, most heartfelt, just amazing film that I've seen since the peanut butter falcon. This is the most endearing film. It's so heartfelt. It's emotional. I literally was crying at the end of the movie. It was so emotional. There's a scene that happens at the end of the movie where they're yelling up in the sky. You'll understand when you watch the movie what that means. But it hit, and I was crying, and it was so emotional. The children in this are excellent. These child actors are brilliant. The supporting cast is great. The overall story is just it is a comeback kid story. It is a you want to root for the underdog story, and it's like a Rocky story. And I'm not going to spoil the movie for you, but things happen in certain ways, and it just works. It's brilliant. It's again one of the best films I've seen this year. And it's the most heartfelt film I've seen since the Peanut Butter Falcon. If you liked the Peanut Butter Falcon, I think you will dig this one because of how cute and heartfelt and how it really just hits home. It really works for me. I gave it a 92, and this one really comes in at number 3 on my list. Coming in at number 2, wait, I'm wrong. Let me just get you guys up to speed, because that's my bad. Actually, that was number 2. So let me just run down the list real quick. At number 6, you had What Did Jack Do? Number 5, Miss Americana. Number 4 was Bad Boys for Life. Number 3 was Goldman v. Silverman. Number 2 was Troop Zero. And number 1, my favorite movie that I had the best time with in January, let me pull it up, was The Gentleman. I had such a great time with this film. I'm going to let you know right away, it is tied with Troop Zero at a 92, but overall I had a better, more fun time with this one, and in the end it was a more pleasurable experience for me, so it went higher. I've never seen any Guy Ritchie films besides Aladdin. That is a disclaimer. So this was my first look at his style. I know a gripe that people were having was, this is just like some of his older films. It's like the Scorsese thing. The Irishman was just like a bunch of the older films that he made. I didn't see that because I hadn't seen any of his other films, so it worked for me. I really dug it. The storytelling was original. The way it was told was a way that I've never seen before, and I liked that. Usually it's pretty easy to tell how a story is going to be told. When you can do something like they do here, that is original, that's clever, that works, that's witty, I respect that. And I really enjoy that, and that happened here, and that was the reason why I loved it so much. Matthew McConaughey gives a fantastic performance. He's so captivating. Colin Farrell was the absolute standout, though. He was hilarious the entire time. The entire cast is great. They really are. They all have certain little parts that they play that get this to go forward, and in the end, it was funny, witty. I thought it was very smart. I thought it worked, and I just really, really enjoyed it. Again, it got a 92. It's my second favorite movie of the year so far. There is a February movie that tops it, but we will not talk about that until the end of this month. But guys, that is pretty much it. Again, we will go down the list just real quick for you. We had at number 6, What Did Jack Do? Number 5, Miss Americana. Number 4, Bad Boys for Life. Number 3, Goldman v. Silverman. Number 2, Troop Zero. And number 1, The Gentleman. Guys, that is pretty much it. Let me know down below in the comments, what was the favorite 2020 January release that you saw? Which one did you like the most? Also, 2 first-time watches in January. I saw 1917, which was wide released in January, and I saw Parasite, which wasn't wide released, it was actually home released. I saw it at home on Blu-ray. I loved both of those films. 2 of the best films to come out of last year. They were the 2 frontrunners for Best Picture. Either of them were deserving. I just wanted to let you guys know that I finally saw them. You guys know that, though, if you saw my Best Picture nominees ranked video, which happened last week. But yeah, guys, again, that is pretty much it. Thank you so much for taking the time to like, comment, subscribe if you are new. Thank you so much for taking the time to even click on the video and check out the content. Even if you don't like, even if you don't comment, even if you don't subscribe, just taking the time out of your day to come click on my content means the absolute world. But guys, that is pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.